goes. Smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us? As we're looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
To throw, it's Wentz. Campbell making the catch. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Wilson. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Now Wilson. He'll dump this off to Carter complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's a give to Carter. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
So, Charles, this defense in for a tough matchup. What do you think the game plan is here tonight?
Well, I think the game plan is the same as most, which is, hey, pass rushers, do your job. Coverage guys, do your job. And the linebackers are going to be a mix. Sometimes they'll drop in coverage. Sometimes they'll pressure the quarterback. But all in all, you never want to let that quarterback get a string of completions going, because if so, they're hard to deal with, and it makes for a long evening.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a touchdown.
Harris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
These two teams all tied after one. Now it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. At their own 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be.
And got his man complete. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively, because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. At their own 25-yard line. Wentz now on first down. Rolling to his right. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Play action. It's Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Short yardage. It's the fullback Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Bruce Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. He finds his man, complete. It's Campbell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The return man, Ty Johnson.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And the grab by Croft. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
They'll check this one down to Carter.
They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Wilson will throw again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw taken in by Pascal.
A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. He completes this one to Mack. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again, it's Wentz. This goes out right to Doyle. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Wentz to Doyle there. First down, Colts. Throwing is Wentz. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Here's Wilson to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. That is caught by Mims. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Carter. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Michael Carter with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. Left side, Doyle with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Wentz.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Carson wins a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a throw here to his running back. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The Jets on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And hauled in by Croft. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw again is Wilson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got this one completed to Mims. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 45-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Wilson. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Again, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was
the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. He got out of bounds, that's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
69 yards rushing for him now to this point. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Taylor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 35 on 2nd down. Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Doyle. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Indianapolis. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And how about the situation that we're in right now, because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs. And that was an A-plus effort right there.
He covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe 1 block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Jets.
For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.